What's good, superstars? Back with another digital comics video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you.
Oh, man. Oh, that's probably the beating we're going to take after this video. Guys, if you are new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post controversial videos like this one you're about to watch. Also, become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. Get the star next to your name. Enter it into the SUP. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. First dibs on merch. Star in the universe. End of every single month. We're rushing through this because we got lots to talk about. Follow us on X and Instagram. Discord in the description. You need to be in the Discord to post for your entries in the SUP, which is a draw every single month. Ways to enter becoming a VIP member. Minting Cryptoids with our link. We are Cryptoids ambassadors. We have a link down there. If you mint with our link, we get some kickback. It supports the channel, but you also get entries into our SUP program. If you buy any merch, that's another way. And if you do not win, you will get half of your entries flipped over into the next month. We also have a program going for Starboy holders. If you own a Starboy, I've seen people buying up Starboys to enter this. If you own a Starboy, you're entered for winning $1 million OMI, but there are things that you have to do. First round, verify you're a Starboy holder in our Discord. Take a picture or Photoshop something in your city. Let us know about it. Post it in the private Starboy NFT chat. That only comes up when you verify your Starboy. 50 people will get through the next round. After that, it's over, and then we'll continue and release future rounds. Rob, how you doing?
Pretty good. And I just want to say, guys, thank you all so much for the support. Because of you, I'm proud to say that I think within the last month and a half, we are now giving away. We've already given away like $1,000 worth of stuff. Yeah. And now we're giving away like another $1,000 worth of stuff. So again, thank you to Superstar Nation for your support. You continue to support us and that you allow us to give back to you. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure we keep giving back to you.
All right, let's fly through this news here. Yesterday we did a long unboxing, 2-hour video. If you didn't see that, go check it out. There's some guarantees in there. It was a lot of fun, and a bunch of different people came up to open cubes. So really fun. If you have not seen the Mickey unboxing, definitely go check it out. Justine's doing it. Why aren't you?
Yeah, we got to get it on the channel.
Yeah, I'm sure she's coming. Ronnie Lido unboxed a bunch of stuff as well, so go check out his channel. Biggest Bro. Max minted using our link, so thank you very much. We love
let us know him. Discord.
Go check him out. Yeah, let us know in the Discord, Biggest Bro. Let it put that in the Superstar Utility Program section. Here's some more juju. Use the link. Got the Ultra Grail. Buck Jester. I mean, the juju follows those who believe. That's what we're finding out.
Yeah, it's true. Buck Jester, man, this guy's killing it. I'm so happy for him. And yeah, he just attracts Ultra Grails. I don't know how he does it.
He almost has 3, and they're different. It's like not like it's the same one. He gets the different one. It's crazy. He's just missing Mickey. This was pretty cool. Shout out LK, formerly Omi the Clown. If you did not know, he's putting together some kind of a website over here. It looks like, and extremely busy doing it. This video here, I'm not going to play the sound right now, but he has Corey translated into I think it's French or something. I can't remember what the language is, but it's the AI stuff. So he's converting the veve documents into different languages as a one-stop shop. So really cool. And we know that he's very capable. Obviously, Ecomi Wiki was a great success when veve was in their heyday, and I'm sure whatever he's coming out with now will be amazing as well.
Yeah, it's all over the internet right now. You just see all these AI conversions of people speaking different languages. It's so cool.
Yeah, scary in a way.
Yeah.
This is pretty fun as well. We saw Bones landing legendaries like crazy on our stream. Shout out to Bones. Thank you for coming on and joining the stream. Really fun.
Yep, and you pulled a grail that stream too.
Yeah, he's got the best luck. You can enter. Rob, why don't you speak to this? This is a competition for Cryptoids.
Yeah, guys, make sure you check it out. So we are allowed our specific link. Okay, my understanding from Cryptoids that our specific link can get you up to 5. There will be 5 different winners to get 1 cube. So use our link, click it, sign up. It's completely free. There are in that post on Twitter, there are specific rules. So you do have to be, U.S. citizen. You have to be over 18. All these things. But I'm sure because we know half of the people here are U.S. viewers, very likely that you qualify. So you might as well sign up. Totally free to do. And good luck to you. And may the juju be with you, and you guys get yourself some free cubes.
And this one here is one that you want to click as many ambassadors links as you know, because we don't get anything from this, but it's benefiting you. We have 5 cubes that will be given away to our audience.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Mo and BE, go click their link. If you click all of them, enter all the forms, and you'll have chances to win every single one.
Yep.
Some more Starboys teasers going on. I don't know what's happening here, but I mean, maybe eventually we'll find out. Hashtag soon. Yeah. Guys, yesterday I made a statement in the video. We were doing an unboxing. I said, I guarantee during this stream somebody will hit an Ultra Grail.
That's right.
And it came to fruition. You can read this one here. Mission. I was watching Superstar Money live stream last night, and I almost joined the unboxing to unbox a few cubes, but decided to unbox alongside watching the stream. I should have joined because Joe guaranteed an Ultra Grail would be unboxed, and the Juju is real. He's got the Mickey Mouse that you're looking for, Buck Jester. There it is.
It happened. The prophecy came true. It was guaranteed, and Juju was on our side. And sure enough, Mission during the stream pulled it on Grail. I just wish he came on and we would have went nuts. Can you imagine, Bones, if he was that hype? Can you imagine he would have lost his mind? We all would have lost our mind.
Is it a coincidence that he made his FA on Superstar Money channel a couple days before this? I don't know. I don't know.
It's just somehow the Juju's real, guys, and Mission's a firm believer in that now.
Yep. So there you go. Shawnee Poo. Shout out Shawnee Poo. He's doing a live stream on October 2nd. He's giving away a bunch of sketch cards that he's done. He did a little Superman here. Really cool. He's hit 100 subscribers. He's doing another giveaway for that. So definitely check him out on October 2nd.
Fantastic. Looks good. Really good.
And yeah, Mission even videoed it. So that was cool. Also, shout out. I want to give a shout out to Eagle Eyes, and I'll get shout out to Ryan from the VV team. Pyron was asking a bunch of questions, trying to find a way to contact the team to find out about the prize that he won. And Ryan was real quick to the response, and so was Eagle. Eagle, I think, actually took care of it. So shout out to you, Eagle, from Discord. If you guys don't know, he's running the show over there, so really busy. But he took the time out of his schedule to come and help Pyron and guide him and let him know that when he's going to get his free collectible or whatever that he won. So Pyron is settled now, and happy to see the VV team taking care of him.
Yeah, and by the way, we've had maybe 4 or 5 different people reach out between DC Comics being locked out now with this VV thing. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. We put out the tweet and it gets dealt with. So like, I mean, we can't know 100% because no one from the companies confirmed it 100%, but at least on this post, we had Ryan, Eagle Eyes, they came on the post right away and helped take care of this. So reach out to us, guys. We're here to help. If we can help you get your prizes. Joe didn't get his airdrop. He never will. But if we can help you guys get your airdrop. I never
submitted a ticket. I should do it.
Yeah, you should. And you should submit. See what happens. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know about that. But just reach out to us. We'll do our best to help.
Yeah. Tomorrow, a couple things happening for Cryptoys. There is a collector map reveal live stream. I won't be there. I don't know if I think Rob won't be there either.
I won't. There's no way I can be doing that.
We won't be on that live, but definitely go check it out, and they'll talk about the map reveal. But there will also be a Spaces. This is the one I'm really excited for. Will be on there as an AMA, so he'll be taking questions on Spaces. Those are awesome because sometimes you hear from new voices you don't know, and they can ask questions. And Will's like super open to take any questions. So definitely check that out. I think that's going on right after the live stream, so definitely check that out.
Yeah, I think if you've been paying attention at this point, Will's answered almost all the questions. There's enough info out there right now that you can tell that crypto is what their vision is. You can tell they're delivering on their vision. They're hitting their deadlines or their internally specified deadlines, at least the ones they've publicly made available to us. Yeah. The big one is marketplace, though. They better hit that marketplace or they're going to have some grumpy people in the community. With that being said, I have full confidence in the team. I think they're going to deliver. And yeah, I'm very excited because all the people in the comments like, well, when marketplace? And I think once that's there, it's going to be a game changer for them.
Yeah, I agree. Shout out to Dr. Punchman from the Cryptoys art team. Just putting out some sketches for the future, I guess, Superstar Money Cryptoys. What do you guys think of this? He put this on Instagram. Shout out Steph for pointing it out to us.
Yeah, I think this is a work of art. I think this is beautiful. It was described by stuff as disturbingly beautiful.
Yeah. But it doesn't need more pink, though. You're right.
Yeah, it probably lacks a little bit pink. If it was me, I would have put a little bit more pink in there. Other than that, perfect. I mean, really accurate description of us, too. Like, I look just like that.
Yeah, me too.
Bang on. That's a bang on image of me.
I'm always looking in that direction.
Yeah, bang on image of me. That's true. He even got the sides right here.
I'm always looking this way. So
that's right. Perfect. That's right.
Shout out to you guys. Thanks, Matt, for that. And if you want to buy some Cryptoys and you're thinking about doing it, might as well use our link, get entered into SUP. Link is posted at the top of our X profile and in the description of every single video. Rob, let's fly through the Aladdin price predictions because I know if we don't do them, we're going to ask, why didn't you do them? So
yeah, let's just do it quick.
we got the medium article here. I'm not even going to go through it. You're going to go through it and show our comparables.
Okay, guys. Yeah, no, but the first thing to note is that it is a $40 price tag. We got the Genie, that's 2,594 mints. We got Aladdin, 1994 mints. And then we got Jasmine, 994 mints. So we're doing this one quickly just because we have a long video today, but we do want to point out that the most obvious comparable is the Simba drop. So you had Simba at 2,494, the Genie 2,594. See, it's only 100 off. Aladdin 1994, Rafiki 1994, Scar 894, Jasmine 994. So you're right in the ballpark with just 100 mint difference. We think that the prices are going to be almost identical with the exception of Aladdin, which might do a little bit better. So we're saying the Genie 32 gems, which would match Simba. We're saying Aladdin 20 gems, which is just $5 more than Rafiki, still half price underlisted. And then the big ticket item, which is Jasmine, trading at 70, just a little bit overlisted. So if you are going for the drop, good luck to you. May the juju be with you. That's the spread that we're going with.
Yeah, the market caps make sense. It's about the same number of mints, so that's how we come to our numbers. And yeah, I mean, these have been pretty standard. If you look across any of these drops, they've been pretty close to around that type of breakdown, depending on where that animated one was. But except Tinkerbell, she got killed, absolutely destroyed. All right,
Didn't look good,
guys. We did a video. All right, we did a video. It wasn't even meant to be like a video that got picked up by the entire community and discussed. It was just something that someone brought to our attention. Cheryl Big Time Machine, and we were just comparing the covers of the art from the DC comic drop for Batman 1, and then we compared Amazing Fantasy in that video as like another example of how the digital versions may not have the exact covers as the originals, and that was like basically the whole point of the video. It wasn't meant to be this bigger topic, but now that video has been out there and people have been talking about it, they've brought up other things that Rob and I actually think of in a different way. So we feel like we have to kind of double down on our initial video and provide more context based on these other things that have been brought up about comics and digital comics in the space and at all. I mean, we kind of touched on these things in the first video because we were spitballing and just getting to there, but then a lot of people were talking about how digital collecting and how important the first on blockchain and all this stuff. So I think it's only right that we talk about our thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, every time we do a video and I feel like there's a lot of blowback on the video, just for whatever reason, those are the ones that end up being like the most true. When we did the video about veve collectibles going to zero, we've experienced 95% losses or more on many collectibles. That's back during the height, and we exposed the different reasons why. When we predicted that golden moments would be decommissioned, we made a video 2 or 3 days before that actually happened. We got a lot of hate on that video, and sure enough, it became true. So for whatever reason, whatever brings out the most in the audience, there seems to be an element of truth to it that's just making people upset. Don't be upset. One guy said like these videos are not good to say, but that's not true. Why is it not good? To express different opinion and to share different thoughts, because the reality is not everyone in the world thinks like you. So we want to express this different point of view. And to be fair, there is a lot of truth to the video that we made. The point is that in this space, especially in our community, a lot of people hold a lot of value on these comics. There's a lot of weight to give into these comics because of their historical relevance. And if you're going to be that detailed and treating it like the historically relevant thing that it is, we have to be honest that there's the actual original and there's facsimiles of the original. And the digital copy at the end of the day is a representation of the facsimile. Now, you could take that and edit it all you want, but it was the original. It represents the facsimile copy, which could be $10 online. So we have to just be honest that it is representing that. Now, I'm not saying you could throw out the door the fact that it's historically relevant. I'm just saying a fact's a fact. It represents the facsimile more than the actual cover. And that's just the cover we're talking about right now. So that's just going back to this video right now.
So, I mean, that's the thing. And now there was topics and comments about, okay, the ones on DC have been altered. It's the facsimile cover, but it's altered. So it's a unique cover in and of its own. And this is where it starts to get a little bit tricky for me, at least. It's that even if it was the original cover, like this is something that I didn't think of in that video until I watched some of these other videos and I listened to some of the comments. Even if it was the original cover, what are we buying, Rob? What are we buying here? Because they've been touted to be like the first ever licensed digital format with scarcity type of thing, right? To me, it's still not. And you mentioned a little bit earlier, this is not the first appearance. It's not. It's the first appearance. It's a replication of the first appearance. The first appearance, the first time you ever saw Peter Parker and you saw Spider-Man was an Amazing Fantasy hard like edition, like physical edition. That is the first appearance. No matter how many mediums you put it in, you can put it in digital, you can make a coin out of silver and put this on it. It's not the first time that it was seen. The first time that Spider-Man was ever seen was in that comic book, and that's why it carries such a weight. Not only that, it's been like obviously through the years and deterioration and all that, but the fact that that is the first time, like that is the first time. It's just like an example I wanted to bring up after seeing all this stuff go down is like Mickey Mantle has a rookie card. If you put that rookie card as a picture on my screen, that carries no value to me. I'm a sports guy. That carries no value to me. I don't care if it's on the blockchain. I don't care anything like that. The actual Mickey Mantle card, when he was alive, when it mattered, was when it was as a physical card. So don't tell me that this is the first edition or first appearance of Spider-Man, because I don't care what medium it's in. I don't care if it's digital. I don't care what it is. It could be on a t-shirt. It could be on a hat. You could put on a blimp. I don't care. As long as it's not the first ever time that it was seen, it's not the first appearance ever. And that's what carries the weight.
Well, let's continue thinking about this. Like, it's not the first digital. Okay, so you can't call it the first digital comic, right? So really what it is, it's the first digital comic that's associated to the blockchain. So that's what makes it a little bit more different, let's say, than all the digital representations of it in the past. Now, we can debate all day on how much value history will weigh on that, but we are treating it like so closely to the physical value of the actual original. It's like when we do market cap analysis, if you're not comparing to the right comparable, you're going to be wrong on your price prediction. So what is the right comparable for many of the digital comics that we're getting that are FA, first on blockchain? Let's say, someone does value that. What is the correct comparable? Is it properly supposed to be compared to that of the actual original, which existed physically during that time in history and was actually the first time that character showed up and then changed the world forever? Or is it more specifically, should the comparable be an actual facsimile, which is a reprint of the copy in later on? Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, if you take a look over here on eBay, look, the Amazing Fantasy facsimile is $120, $200, right? I'm not saying it's going to be 10 cents, but we're trying to use comparables of $1 million on something that really a real comparable. What are other replications of this? Even though it's in a different medium, even though it's blockchain, it's still a replication of the actual true original. Yeah. So I think you got to be careful with that when you're buying these things. What are you really comparing it to? It's like when you go buy a house, you got to make sure you get the right comparable.
It's never, ever going to be the first appearance of Spider-Man ever, because that already exists in physical form in whatever limited run they had in 1939, right? So that's, or 1962 or whatever Spider-Man. I'm thinking of Marvel Comics 1. But yeah, there is a silver lining here, because filtering through all of the videos, filtering through all of the comments, we start to see what's going to come out of this space. What is the first ever digital collectible comic tied to a blockchain? Marvel Comics #1. This comic will carry weight because it is the first ever of something. All right. This is the first ever time that a comic was placed associated with a blockchain in digital format. This, to me, this is going to have some value in the future. I don't know if it's going to be guaranteed, whatever. It's going to depend on how this space takes off. But to me, if a comic has a chance, this one here probably has a chance.
Well, yeah, because this one here was actually the first one. So we're valuing comics on blockchain. This is the actual first comic that they released on the blockchain or associated to a blockchain. Yeah. We know veve with the Web 2 background at the time, and X wasn't a thing with veve at this time. But you know, that's all like very specific things that when history will show us if it matters or not. But all the comics that come after, you don't really have the same kind of overall umbrella value, in my opinion, that it's actually going to be seen in the future as, okay, this is the first on the blockchain. Because again, what's the comparable? Like, you can always say, because Disney could give their license in the future, and like, for example, Marvel Unlimited, which already you can get all these comics in a digital format, they might do the same thing and have NFTs associated with them and have them on the blockchain too. So there might be copies and copies and copies, and then we're going to end up with millions of mints associated to a blockchain of these comics. So you don't have to get them from here, you get them from somewhere else. So someone could always say, well, you know, this one here will stand out from the crowd because it is the first one, even though it's Marvel Comics or any of the other comics. But again, what's that
comic? This could have been any comic. That would be the value. The first
that could be the value. But I'm just not sure in the future how much weight that's going to be when ultimately this is still a copy of the actual original, which happened many years ago during a time in history where the first time that people actually saw the character.
Yeah. I mean, I'm coming up with ideas here that might have value, that are going to be unique, that are going to be first ever. So this is first ever associated with blockchain. Undisputed. You can't say that. Now, first ever exclusive cover to digital format is Fantastic Four 13, which Veve got, and David, you put out a tweet. I think that this could have potential, the ultra rare, even possibly the rare, because it's some artwork that was done. Now there are exclusive covers on real books in the real world. So I guess value would kind of be in that. I don't think that this might, like, I don't think that the cover, just the cover alone, will be like super duper sought after as something that is collectible. It could be, depending on how the crowd comes in, but this is the first ever exclusive cover. So I think this carries some weight as well. Anything to say about that?
Yeah, no, I agree, because now we're going into the spectrum of uniqueness, right? Yeah. So the others were just straight up replicas. Now we're at a situation where at least you're getting something that only exists in digital format.
Yeah.
So it's special now because it's only in digital format. It was the first time that this was done. So maybe if you're looking for that historical relevance, then this would be something that you would look for, because it's the first time something unique happened within the comic rarities.
Yeah.
And then
this is how we're starting to look at the space now. We're just trying to convey that to you guys. And I think sorry, you have something to say?
No, go ahead.
What I think is going to be the most important, I think Marvel Comics 1 being the first ever will probably have some kind of importance, but what I think is going to be the most important is when you start to see arcs, and I've said this on the other video, you see arcs, you see character FAs on digital format. That is going to be when it will matter, because that is the first time you're going to see those characters, the first time you're going to see that story, and the first time you're going to see those covers. And DC Palm already started doing it, and these are actually pretty cool because they're created by the people who held voted on by the people who hold those back howls. So this is something that I can see holding some weight down the line, because it's the first time that they've appeared. If they come out with new characters through voting or whatever they do over there, this is how it's got to happen. And Rob made a great point in the other one where he talked about, what if you open them up and then there's visuals? That could be the first time that we ever see a comic with a visual. You know what I mean? Like a video, right?
Well, that's utility. So I think that digital comics will really break out if they actually become another form of utility, which would be almost like watching a movie through them. Don't get me wrong. I know there's people who love comic books, but I feel like a lot of people aren't actually interested in reading them. I think that a lot of people would actually love to watch a story visually unfold, kind of like watching a movie. I think there's more people who'd prefer to watch the movie of the comic book than the comic book itself and read the comic book itself. So I think that if they can start bringing utility, I think that will be something that doesn't exist right now that could really, really help find historical relevance and utility and value there. Also, like you said, can you imagine like a popular character like Spider-Man? Imagine if that character was created in a comic book format that's only digital. So they go pure digital. They don't do physical comics anymore. They're going paperless. Okay. Yeah. They go paperless, and they create a new character that in the future that only existed in digital format. The first time it was introduced to the world, then I believe that comic would be very well sought after, very similar to how these physical ones were sought after, because many decades ago, they introduced a character to the world that they never seen before, that became so popular that they knew other collectors really, really wanted them. So
Yeah. What? Sorry, one more thing before you go. Like, I want to hear from you guys. What are other first evers that could come from this space? Like, obviously, first ever animated cover. I think that might exist already. I'm not sure, but that could be something. Like, these are the things I think that would carry the weight when you're seeing a copy of a copy of a copy, even if it's on blockchain. Who cares? That's basically the summary here, right?
Yeah, like again, we talked about comics. At the end of the day, they lack utility. At least the collectible side of things, they have the utility, right? Another thing too is that I think it's going to be kind of like Marvel Unlimited. Like the future is not guaranteed. Like we can't just assume that it's very unlikely that veve will be the only platform in the future that's going to have these. I think it's going to be many different providers that are going to have this available to you. So you put on your Vision Pro glasses. And for whatever reason, if you want to bring that in, let's say you're sleeping comics and you love your comics, you want to be able to have them available. I think the future is going to be full of different providers, just like Marvel Unlimited, that can give you access to that stuff. And I'm not convinced that the rest of the collecting community, we're such a small community, and don't get me wrong, digital collectibles are going to expand and grow over time. But I'm just not convinced that the way the small community values comics right now by associating them to the physical world 9.8 grade is how many new thousands of users, which will outnumber the small community that's here right now. I'm just not sure they're going to see it the same way. You're saying basically I am buying a copy of something that existed decades ago, and I'm buying the copy and I'm treating it like it's the same. It should be valued at a massive multiplier because of that original thing. So I'm just not convinced that the way that we're comparing these things are the way that we should be comparing these things. But I do hope that digital comics continue to, Vive's done a good job with MCP, right? Digital comics are a great way that you can get MCP points. So they found utility, right? That's the key thing. Where can you get utility in these things beyond just the scarcity, beyond just the ability to read them? Because let's be honest, I feel like the most personally, what I see in this space, that people buying comics, they don't even like the comics. They don't read the comics. They don't care about the comics. They're doing it for value.
Money. Yeah.
It's all about value to them. So if utility is all that matters, right? So exactly, right? So
you can make some wallpaper out of it in the Viveverse.
Yeah, so it's the value that matters. Like, guys, we have to just be honest with what's going on here. Now, you can disagree and you could buy whatever you want. You could say, no, Amazing Fantasy 15, first on the blockchain here in Veve, they're going to care. It's going to be worth the same amount as the physical, or it's going to be worth half the amount of the physical. Whatever you want, you could say it's worth. We want to revisit that idea that, are we using the right comparables? Should we not be using a comparable like Amazing Fantasy 15 facsimile, which is 200? And if you're going to do that, then the cover should matter. And by the way, one more thing, Joe, I forgot to mention this. I said in the last video, they are scans. Now, I don't care that these companies are scanning facsimiles because that's all they have access to, bringing them on their computer into Photoshop and playing around with them. I just want them to admit it. That's all. I just want them to admit it. Like, let's be honest with what's going on. Just be honest.
Come here, Jim Lee.
I don't care if they scan them. What do I expect them to do? Create it from scratch? They're obviously starting somewhere. Okay. Yeah. So if they take the facsimile, they scan it, they bring it, and they match, and they start manipulating.
Change the colors.
I'm just saying, I still haven't been convinced by anybody that these aren't scans in some way. So no big deal. I don't care. Just let's admit it. Okay. That's all. So guys, let us know your thoughts. Let us know in the description below. Again, this is a video that we expect will get people talking again. Just let us know. Like, you don't have to agree with us. We're okay with you disagreeing with us, and we can banter in the comments and go back and forth. You can defend your point. We'll just fight our point. We'll go back and forth there. Again, we have different perspectives. You got to understand that not everyone thinks like you, and therefore there will be a future group of people who don't feel this way. There'll be some people who feel the opposite. So let us know your perspective. And guys, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash subscribe, and join the superstar family. Hit the bell notification, get every single video every single day. Also VIP, $2.99 a month. Start with your name, access spreadsheets, giveaways, you name it. Guys, thank you all so much. Take care, and we'll see you next one. Bye-bye.
Love you.